Hello, your brony. It is Al Night, it is brony time, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. When we last left off, we had our final showdown with Tiala, and finally kind of, dispelled any doubt on our accusations toward Miss Tiala, and she is about to confess to us exactly what she did and how things went down. Where am I? So dark, can't see. Cramped. The pain, my throat's burning. Well, what's your problem? What's your problem? You, Doc, I know what you did. Waki? You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me. No, he'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Ceases, I want you to. Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police. Which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Eh? I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone to get Waki declared guilty, it was you. Damn! She just shots fired. I guess she saw it, was like, what the hell is this? This isn't legitimate. These people don't know what they're doing. And then she came in here and wanted us to be on the case because she thought we'd fuck it up. Too bad we're an ace attorney. I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing? She's confessed to everything. They're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. He lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something's the matter, Air Forehead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Not guilty. Court is adjourned. Great job, Apollo, you did it! Yeah, we did, somehow. Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he always wanted to be. And he has you to thank. Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes. We're to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back, stupid 40-head attorney with a death wish. Enough, Waki. Ah, Mr. Kataki. It's high time you open your eyes, Waki. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life trying to be some kind of businessman. Don't talk about what you don't understand, Waki. I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. Not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kraki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki, Apollo has something to tell you. Huh, I do? You're gonna put me on the spot. And what's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Why is Mr. Kataki trying to become a businessman? It's gotta be this, maybe. Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean... You aren't really... Are you... I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Waki. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean. Oh, it was his eyebrows the whole time. Please, understand, Waki. Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Waki. Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My, Waki. No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kataki, I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to admit I'm not so good with words. But I know a professional job when I see one, thank you. Who, me? I don't think... Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kataki lime pie. He's opening a pie shop? So long. And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Huh? Why not? She did help me out. There's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. There's always got to be some weird power in Ace Attorney, though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. None of us can. None of us really like Hobo Phoenix. Well, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why, to claim our award for Mr. Eldu. Ah, Salty Noodles, right? He's got his stand back already. Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, alright. Please, anything but him. Wow. Wow. Honestly, I enjoyed that case. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I think it was fun, you know, kind of learning who it was at the end of the day. Eventually it became obvious, but I don't know, I like this. So let's keep going. So 3, Turnabout Serenade. Let's rock! Oh, this one's gonna be personal to our good old boy here. Oh, is the person who's in more... It's we love you! Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gavin is Guilty as Charged. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. Huh? Did we go? This is so cool. Us at a Gaviner's concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gaviniers putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice, sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviner's show. Trucy, you didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy? Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God-awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviner's albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years' worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me here, at a Gaviner's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, it was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Ah, you made it! Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lamour singing, right? The siren of the ballad. Oh yeah, that flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch a show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamour says, you praise me too highly. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Mr. Roman Latus, Lamour's manager and her interpreter, incidentally. It's a great honor for us to be here. Oh, so she's French. And a great honor for Lamour to be heard in this country. That voice, I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh, it's Lamour. I'm actually meeting Lamour. Lamour, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lamour says, we have long looked forward to this joint performance. Ah, Lamour, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lamour's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tabai. He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lamour. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. How are so, what's the word? Exotic and mysterious. She does seem quite pretty, at least her eyes do. Here's a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song. That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you'd enjoy it. I can't wait. And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaviner's hard rock a little rest. Lamour, the stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lamour's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lamour's dulcet tones. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? Should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Chords of Steel. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? Let's get back to the concert hall. Holly? Sugar, oh, that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Sorry, I'm gonna stop now. It's not working well. Oh my god, look at these low poly models. His car's on fire. What the hell? Wait, what's that on the ground? Might have to examine that later. Wow, wasn't the war amazing? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. Looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I called that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? Well, after that, I mean... What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruins. Ruins! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart. Fire burned my love away. All away. Wait. You think the audience thought it was... Sounds like he got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky and he didn't realize it. And anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke. Unusually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Achtung! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run. My guitar case is broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lemore's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. Excuse me? I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. What's this? A lyric sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lamois. Yippee! Thanks so much. I never get to sign our client's defense agreements. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes, Lamoir's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo, ready, Apollo? Something tells me those lyrics are gonna play a part later. I think I'll pass, eh? I like the bit with Lamoir, but the rest could use a volume knob turned way down. Oh, Apollo, you're getting old. Ah, does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to look. Hey, you're older than I am. Hey, it's you, right kid. That right kid. Detective Sky, I'll let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing with that glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. I wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lamoir's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snackaroos in your face. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? I'm really curious as to what that is. What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Lamoir's bodyguard dropped it. Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? Ha, if you think you're going to pull me away from my snacks just to hear you mumbling. On and on about whatever you're going to be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. That's Prosecutor Gavin's, the Gavinier's dressing room. Put so much as a hand on that door and I'll snackaroo you. Hold on. But I just came out of there. Don't play smart with me. So this is Lamoir's dressing room. If you even think about going in there, I'll... What the... Uh-oh. What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. You, out of my way. Emma! Lamoir! Lamoir! It's not locked. I'm going in. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Ah! It's Lamoir's manager! Mr. What's-His-Name? Latouche! Oh no. Hey, you! Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Shot. I was shot. Who? Who shot you? I don't know. Ask what? Ask witness. Witness. There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold. Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help's on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is Siren. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Damn, this is a Dark Race Attorney game. Mr. Latouche, I don't think we ever actually saw, like, someone die. Like, we knew they were killed, but we didn't see... I mean, I guess we saw them get hit, but there was never, like, a scene where it's like, what happened? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latouche... He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Well, tell her! Romain Latouche. Shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then, yeah, frontline detective. I don't need some rock and rolling prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one on staff or otherwise anything of this. Oh, a gag order? No word gets out other than that Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one, not even Lamoire, not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this, Air Forehead. Yours too, Fraulein. On that, an investigation request. Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Right. Well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. Oh, and one tip for you. Huh, me? Try not to get in the Fraulein detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We're all questioned as witnesses, and now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, all right? Our way. Somehow I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. I still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for novel gazing. Let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latouche's last words. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Alrighty, let's examine some things. That's the Blue Badger, the police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Gavadu's mascot, too. Huh, go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelves. Looks like an instrument case, a big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case. Illusion. So that's the girl who's miraculously not the escape. So picky. I'm thirsty, Apollo. Want something to drink? How about This one. A steel samurai soda. Now in real steel flavor. Huh? Here, my treat. Hey, this isn't enough change. Machines outside are cheaper. This one is highway robbery. Concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name, Guilty as Charged. Some kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. It kind of loses impact, doesn't it? No clues here. I guess this, we already examined that. Alrighty. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset. What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latouche might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. I just think it must... Light is on. No clues here. Alright, let's just... I think that's all we can find here. We need to move. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? Latouche did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please, think of poor Lemoire. Oh, well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great, let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. He's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. First, let's look at this ladder. Huh? Another ladder? Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the step ladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling. I still say it's a step ladder. Oh man, she loves his step ladders. Anyway, let's talk to Emma. Mr. Romain Latouche, wasn't it? He was Lemoire's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. Doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lemoire. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks. He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I would win a fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We sent a request to the Borginian embassy for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. What? I guess that's what I missed from watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, you know, the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here. How did they leave the room? That window is a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. Oh, that's wrong. I need to examine. Oh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma. You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please," are you? Oh, look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Anything else that stands out? Well, obviously this gun. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver. That's right, big .45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who bought this in here. Who brought this in here? I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? That would suggest they had murder on their mind, yes, especially in Japan. But that's a body, isn't it? Sure is, the victim no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo, you first. Me? No, you should go first, Trucy, really. Will you two stop bickering and get over here? He's munching on snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. A clenched fist. Well, given the last game I was playing before I paused that series to start this one. Clenched fist. Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks at me you like, Emma, but sooner or later, you're going to run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. Ah, see there, he's holding something. What's this? A key ring? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual key ring. Keys, this could be a vital clue. Hey Emma, what do you think about this gun? So this is the murder weapon. This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair, tell us. It's just something about the revolver seems strange. Strange? Okay, what about this revolver is strange? What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right, it's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem? There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver. The recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used this revolver and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high-caliber weapon. Well, that's about it. I think we looked at just about everything there is. Guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Oh, actually, we have to. Great, thanks. She left. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great, now am I supposed to investigate? Oh, well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go, go. Time's a-wasting, Apollo. We got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. Who the hell was that? And he just disappeared, and it... we didn't just imagine that, did we? What was that? Who's there? He was waving it, wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looks suspicious. Okay, there really is nothing else here. I was looking for ladders, if you were wondering. I always look for ladders. But alas, looks like it doesn't mean anything. What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung! You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Gaviners, Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I'd bet. My heart won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar has been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How can I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours? Who are you calling tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hiya. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry, wait. You were what? Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescent. Right, anything else? What did you just call him? Detective? Greetings. Oh, he's a prosecutor, he's a detective. Darian Crescent, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello, Criminal Affairs. Oh, Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gaviners, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. I think it is going to be remedied a little bit. Hey, do you know anything? I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That! Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine! That's my keyring! I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo? How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway. So where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was just trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. Emma was right about the fob. I'll give her that. Apollo, Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein? About the crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder. What else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Professor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case? Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? Well, we were in the middle of the performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. Not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. He might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gavinaires? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Gavinaires aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate. By night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay, they debuted 7 years ago with 13 years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole, and My Boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. The list of hits goes on and on. This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. This guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk. Just like today. I hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today? A disaster! I'll get to the bottom of this, and then we'll see who missed a cue. The missed cue, they were arguing about that before. Great, I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. What's this missed cue you keep talking about? Aha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See, no amateur is gonna pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You can use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Wow, neat! Could you say you're only the drum part? Of course. That's how they'll find the criminal guilty missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want to help on the case? Then help with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, you bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section in a song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. And... oh, okay. Uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. Ah, the timing's a little off, isn't it? You see, there, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. They'll never stop out scrum until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, amateur, you will prove my points? Huh? Me? You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with the W and S to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with A and D. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo, I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use W and S to adjust parts of the volume. Jump to another section of the song with Q and E. Use A and D to switch parts, right? Got it. Once you've found the guilty part, press R to point it out. Time to rock. Oh, it's two. It's two. It's two. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Up! It was you, Darian. Oh well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah well, that's all you have to say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. I'm starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting. And something about your guitar case being busted. You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happens this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring... It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing! And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't that one that... This is the very one. Up in flames. And right on stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latou's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latou dies. Yes, and? Could it really be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning, Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo, huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. Name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well... Well, I have noticed. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring in the guitar and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No, give our forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? Ah, I better think of something pronto. Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all Mr. Gavin's troubles? It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The Guitar Serenade. What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed if the Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. Alright. Well, I think we figured some stuff out. Very, very, very interesting. But, unfortunately, we're running up against time, so I'm going to have to end this here. Okay, interesting. So we have a new murder, the murder of Lit-Tus, and it's already much more complicated than any case we've had before. We've met Darian, who seems to be maybe the... Well, no, Emma is the gumshoe of this game. Darian is the other guy. And then, of course, it's interesting that we're actually associating more closely with the prosecution. Usually that does not happen this early. It did happen in the... I think in the... Yeah, we were close with Miles in the God, Trials and Tribulations. I don't know why I'm struggling. But yeah, anyway, I'm very curious to see where this case is going to take us. And I knew that lyric sheet was going to come into play at some point. So, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Brony Time for more content, especially more of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Also, make sure to share this video far and wide so more eyes can get onto it. And I will see all of you next time.